Hello, hi, how are you? I'm good. Y'all have heard of Shameless Nails, right? Well, they had a pre-order release a couple weeks back, and I bought the whole shebang because, wow. So I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to unbox it here, and I'm going to show you everything I got with this collection. So it's the Witchy Woman collection, and there are, I think, 13 dips total. 13. Yeah, 13 dips. So that includes the birthday dips. You know, they always have the 2 colors each month for the birthdays, and an extra bonus dip for buying the full collection, which is what's in this little package right here. So there's 2 packages of 6, so 12 total, plus the bonus. I love that they write little notes on the inside of their boxes for every order. It's so cute. So yeah, and they include swatch sticks too, which is great. I love it when companies do that. And so we're going to get to opening it. The first package, I mean, I love their packaging. I've always loved the way they package everything. Everything's so secure and pretty, and yeah. So I'm going to get to opening everything, taking everything out of the bubble wrap. I'm going to zip as quickly through this as I possibly can. And then when I'm done opening everything up, I went ahead and swatched everything out. Not on camera because 13 dips, yikes. I didn't want to be here all day with you guys, keeping you hostage. But I did swatch everything, and I'm going to show you one by one each color next to the jar so that you can see what they actually look like. And I did put the name with each color so that you'll know what's what. We'll talk about what's going on there in a second. First, I'm going to get all of these beautiful colors out of the wrapping, and I'm going to put them on my desk, and then we're going to open the bonus color because honestly, I don't remember which one was the bonus color, but it's a lot of fun. I love surprises, so hang tight. Okay, here we go. It's going to take me a hot minute to get this open. They really wrapped the daylights out of this one. I guess they really wanted you to work for it. Anyway, yeah. All right, there we go. Whew, that was a workout. So, okay, yeah, all right, I remember this now. It's called Familiar, and it's this gorgeous, like, shimmery olivey green with some glitters in it. It's beautiful. You'll see. So here we go. First one is Spellbound, then Raven, Bat Wings, Hex, High Priestess, Bloodroot, Broomstick, Salem, Alchemy. Here's Familiar. This is the bonus dip, y'all. Then Opal and the Scales. And those last 2 are the birthday dips, the October birthday dips. And here they all are in their beautiful glory. I am obsessed with these colors. And the thing that I love about these colors is they're not strictly Halloween. You can use these any time of year. So that's pretty awesome. But I decided, because it is spooky season and I love Halloween, and I'm going to try to get as many Halloween-y type nails in as I can, I decided to use Bat Wings and Raven. Because I've been seeing this this cool set of nails like floating around. I've seen a few different people do it. I can't remember who exactly off the top of my head, but if I do, I will link them down in the description box. But it's like an ombre using black, but then at the tip, it's like black foils that have kind of bled and it looks kind of smoky. And the thing that I love about Bat Wings is that it has the black foils, but it also has these reddish orange chameleon flakes, which almost looks like fire. It's really cool, and I hoped that it would come out the way I envisioned in my brain, kind of like the ones I've seen on Instagram, and I can't remember who did them. It was one or two different people I saw, and it's like, ooh, that looks really cool. I've got to try this. So that's the idea. So I'm doing an ombre with the black dip powder at the bottom, and then the foil. The thing is, the foils are in a clear base. So hopefully, I was hoping that it would be kind of like a clear tip with some foily effect going on. It kind of worked. You'll see in the end what, and you'll have to let me know what you think. Did I pull it off? I'm not sure. I do like it. I just don't know if it's exactly what I envisioned, but that's okay. So I am using my eyeshadow brushes to do the ombre, and I'm gonna be honest, this was an extremely messy process. Foils in general are messy to ombre with because they're so light, they float and fly everywhere. But this black dip powder, now I'm going to be honest with you, this is definitely a one coat coverage black dip powder. It's not grainy, it's very smooth. However, it stains, and it stains a lot. My hands were a complete disaster when this was over. Now, part of that might be the application process that I used, with the ombre. But honestly, I think it might have been worse if I actually dipped my fingers into it. I think sprinkling with the brush actually saved me from an even bigger mess, to be honest. If you use this powder, I highly suggest a pour over method and not dipping your finger, or you're going to have black up underneath your nails and everywhere. It is a beautiful, solid, darkest black I think I've ever seen in my life in a dip powder, but it stains and it is serious. I had to scrub my hands, and I still have black on my cuticles a little bit. So just letting you know, that's a PSA, public service announcement for anyone who buys this color. It's beautiful. It's very highly pigmented, but it does stain. So just keep that in mind. But I'm glad I tried it, because it really is a gorgeous black, and it works really well with this look because those foils went everywhere. And thank goodness I was able to cover them up on the bottom with that black, because just one coat covered everything. So that's my thoughts on this process. And I'm not going to talk through most of this. I am showing you the entire process, and I'll tell you why. I did speed it up again, but I'm going to show you the entire process because I want everyone to see that even when you make a mess, even when you think, oh my gosh, this is going to be a disaster, you can save it and you can make it look decent and nice. I was terrified when I finished this mani that I was never going to get the black off, and that it was just going to look like I had been digging in the dirt. But with a little elbow grease and some soap and some cuticle oil and some other things that I used, I was able to get most of the black off. And you can't really see it. And I actually really love the way it looks. It is a beautiful, beautiful set, and I'm extremely happy with the outcome. I'm just letting you know that, I left the process in because I wanted you to see. You can make a mess. You can be a slob with your nails and still come out with a decent set. So, and I'm going to let you watch the entire process of me making a complete and utter disaster in the process. So, they say all the time, trust the process. It's true, which is why I left this entire process in. So yeah, I mean, the powder stained my brushes. I had to wipe them off constantly. The foils were very, very, like they bled a lot onto the brushes. And listen, it was a hot mess. And I really wasn't sure where I was going to go. I didn't know. I didn't know. So anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing on about that. And I'm going to let you watch this this mess happen. And I will come back in a little bit when it's time for, I think when I come back to clear cap. All right? Look at those fingers. Yep, I definitely look like I've been digging in the dirt. It's quite a mess. Okay, so I am going to, and look at my brush. You see how black it is? I kept having to wipe it off. Oh gosh, the liquid inside is probably gray now. Anyway, I did decide to do a pour over method with my clear because yeah, I didn't want my clear to become gray from the black dip powder. And I also have foils on. So I'm pouring over. And as you can see, I'm doing my usual process here. I pour over and then I'm going to press, listen, with black dip powder, any dark color, it is really important that you use an extremely good clear. I'm using my Everly Nails clear. It is my go-to. It is finely milled. It is crystal clear. And you're going to see on my nails when I am done, there's not a single speck of anything. It's clear as glass. But pouring over, and then as you can tell, I'm kind of pressing it into the nail, and then I'm just letting it sit. I'm not brushing it off right away. I'm going to let that dry. But I do, when it's still a little bit wet, I press it in. See how I'm doing that? For me, that has been a game changer. I feel like that and scrubbing with a really firm bristle brush. Once the base is dried for a couple minutes, that is also really important. I feel like the combination of those two things. I press the clear powder down into the wet base, and then I just let it sit. And once it's completely dry, I scrub off as much as I can with one of those nail brushes, and that makes a huge difference. Those two things are key to encapsulating a dark nail. Those are my tips. That's what I do. It works for me really, really well, and I never have any issues. So that's set, and here I go. I'm gonna scrub, and boy, is that brush dirty. Whew. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to soak that in something. Anyway, scrub, and then I am going to activate, and then I'm going to file and buff and shape off camera. I'm happy to say that despite the fact that they are messy as far as staining and whatnot, filing and shaping was not an issue at all. They were not very thick or Let's try that again. They were not very thick or bulky. So filing and shaping didn't take very long at all. So if you hung with me through the entire ombre process, you would have noticed that I did actually 3 layers of color. I did black, and then I ombre'd the foils, and then I did foils, and then I ombre'd the black, and then I went back and I ombre'd black and then foils. Does that make sense? So like you would with a regular ombre, I did, alternate which ones I started with. So I did 3 layers, and even doing that, they were not thick. So these are very finely milled dip powders. They are very highly pigmented dip powders. I have no complaints other than the staining. I really love Shameless Nails, and every single color that I own from them is just phenomenal. So yeah. So here you can see I did manage to clean them up pretty well. So now I'm going to do my second activation, and I will top coat, and you'll see the final result, and you're going to have to let me know down in the comments. Do you think that I remembered who you know what? The first person I saw post something like this, very similar to this, although she did a clear base with just black foils, was the owner of Liquid Layers. She did it first. She's the first one I saw post it on Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I need to try that. And when I saw Bat Wings, I was like, yes, I'm gonna try it with this. And mine didn't come out quite like hers did, but you know what? I love the outcome. They are super like witchy, creepy, like talon-y kind of nails, and I love that. So I'm not disappointed. I'm actually quite happy with them. So I am going to finish applying my top coat, and when I come back, we will do some cuticle oil and have some final thoughts. Wow, look how shiny they are. This black is, oh my goodness. I mean, it is black. And this, do you see what I'm talking about? With the like reddish orangey fire-like chameleon flakes that are in this dip. Oh, it is so pretty. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so this is the final look. I'm pretty happy with the results. I kind of wish I had just done 2 layers of the foils, only because like I wish I had done the black and then the last layer done the black and then clear, because I do think that the foils, it's so dense. That dip is so dense with foils that it was really hard to control the amount that I got on my nail. So I think if I was to do this again, I would do black and then foils and then foils and then black and clear. Does that make sense? So that I've only got the 2 layers of the foils, because I wanted them to be a little less foily. I wanted you to be able to see the clear through it. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make sense. I don't know if I am, but that was my thought thinking afterwards. I was like, yeah, anyway. I'm just rambling now. I am trying a new cuticle oil. This is Amber and White Jasmine, I think it's called, is the scent, and it is from Northern Light Skincare. I'm kind of obsessed with trying all the different brands of cuticle oil. I have my favorites, plus I make my own on occasion, but I just, every time I come across a new company that people are raving about, I have to give it a try. It's just, I don't know. I love most cuticle oils. They are all pretty similar. 1 or 2 might have a different ingredient than another, and I just like to try them all, because mostly I just like to try the scents. They all smell so good. I can't even take it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you appreciated the beautiful disaster that is this mani, and I hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye bye now.